The next thing we are going to talk about quickly is agglutination or blood clumping. Please put this down. Agglutination or blood clumping. Please, I did not say blood clotting. I said blood clumping. This is where most of your questions will be coming from with respect to blood group. So please take note of this. Agglutination or blood clumping. Agglutination or blood clumping. Is this clear? Let's hasten up a little bit because okay, so as I was saying, moving ahead, when you talk about agglutination, you could just quickly write agglutination is the clustering of blood cells. Agglutination is the clustering of blood cells. Clustering, you know what clusters mean, like the blood cells just come together at a particular point. So I said it is the clustering of blood cells. Can you guys still hear me? It is the clustering of blood cells as a result of corresponding antigen in donor's blood cell and antibody in recipient's blood. Antigen in donor's blood cell and antigen in recipient's blood serum. So the question I have for you is, do you all know what corresponding is now? So I said when you're talking about it in this context, you're looking at like where you have similarities, they are corresponding. You get, when you have similarities, they are corresponding. So specifically in this context, when I say corresponding antigens in donor's blood cell and antibodies of recipient, it means that if the donor has antigen A, and then inside the blood of the recipient there is antibody A, antibody would attack. When you say antibody A, it means something that attacks A. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Can you guys still hear me? Good. So anytime you talk about an antibody is anything that attacks something. So if you say antibody A, it means that any A that is coming in, this guy will begin to attack it. So if you have an antigen of A coming in, the antibody A will start to attack it and lead to what? Agglutination. Is it clear? Okay, so we are going to now look into a table where we are going to be discussing or highlighting these things in details. So let's consider this. So if I have a donor and it's blood group A, it should have antigen A, right? But what will be the antibody here? It will be antibody what? B. Is it not? Exactly. Okay. So what if I have blood group B? What is the antigen in blood group B? It will be antigen B. Please class, what will be the antibody? Antibody A. Thank you. Okay. Then the next one, if I have antigen, that's blood group AB, it means that I have antigen A and B, and I have no antibodies. Is it clear? Sorry, can I continue? Good. Then finally, if I have blood group O, it means I have no antigens and then antibody A and B. Now, remember, what attacks is the antibody of the recipient. You can actually put that down. You get, or note, just note. It is the antibody of the recipient that attacks. It is the antibody of the recipient that attacks, not that of the donor. The antibody of the donor does not attack. What attacks is the antibody of the recipient. One of the illustrations I used to describe this Have you written this so I can go ahead? It is the antibodies of the recipients that attack. My medicine, my paracetamol. Okay, you guys heard me. I was saying something. Now, one of the illustrations I used to explain this is, if, for instance, a thief comes into a house, please, who has the right to attack? The person that is in the house, or the person coming in? Exactly. So it is the antibody that is already inside, or the recipient. That's the recipient. The recipient is the one collecting. So it is the antibodies of the recipients, those ones are already residing there, that will begin to attack anybody that is coming in. These antibodies that are coming in do not have a right to attack. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. So is it good? So anytime you are considering this, what you are considering for the donor is antigen. Don't remove your mind from antibodies for donor. For recipients, you consider antibodies. So let's go on. If we have A, we know that this is antigen A now. I don't need to write it. Antibody B. Abi? Then for blood group B, it will have antibody A. Right? Right? Then for blood group AB, it will have no antibodies. Are you following? Okay, and then now before I even continue, sir, did you guys notice that here that we have no antibodies? It means that it will have nobody to attack. Are you following? Do you get? Hello? Because it has no antibodies, nobody will attack, which means it will allow everything. It will allow everything to come in. Thank you. Sorry, there was a break in transmission. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, very good. So let's continue. So as I said, no antibodies means it has nobody to fight, which means it will accept everything that is coming in. That is why these guys are referred to as universal recipients or acceptors. We'll find that out. Okay, then finally, in blood group O, you have antibody A and antibody B. Do not mind my handwriting. I presume you guys can see this or understand. Let me try to reduce the brush size. Oh no, that's this one. Okay, so let's continue. Now, whenever you see bad means agglutination. Then good means no agglutination. You can put this down. No agglutination. I said bad, agglutination. Good, no agglutination. When there is no agglutination, it means you can transfuse blood. Yes, bad means agglutination. Then good means no agglutination, which means yes, you can transfuse blood. Because agglutination is a bad thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Agglutination, clustering is a bad thing. You get. So when you have no agglutination, is a good thing, which means you can transfuse blood. Okay, let's get to it. Now, class, are we all there? Are we still here? I think yeah, where was I? So I was here. I said that if we are considering the first one, antigen A entering where we have antibody B, please, would there be any problem? Remember, for there to be problem, the antibody of the recipient has to be the same thing as the antigen of the donor. So would there be any issue in this case? Hello? Exactly, so there will be no agglutination. Is this clear? Okay, sorry, is this clear? Okay, now can we continue? Can we continue? Okay, what if blood group B is donating? Okay. So if blood group B is donating, you have antigen B donating to A where there is antibody B, are you noticing that the antibody of the recipient now corresponds with the antigen of the donor? So would there be agglutination here? Remember, yes, there will be agglutination. The reason is because A contains something that fights B, so anything that has antigen B that is coming in, it will fight it. So agglutination will occur here. What about here? When AB is entering A, would there be any problem? Yes, because there is antigen B, so this antibody B will start fighting the B, so agglutination. Now here that has no antigen, it has no antigen. Please, would this guy see anything to attack? Which means there will be no agglutination. So which means that somebody that has blood group A can only accept blood from somebody of blood group A and blood group O. If you try to accept blood from blood group B, even if it is your father, your mother, your sweetest boyfriend and girlfriend, you are going to die off. Sorry, not you, the person will die off. I hope this is clear. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to B. Now, hello? What's up? What's up? Any issues? Okay, right. Okay, so let's continue. So, if you have blood group A donating to blood group B, would there be a problem?
No, we can just
Yeah. Would there be any problem? Yeah. So you notice that antibody A, there will be problem. Thank you. Agglutination. I hope people are following. Now, what if antibody like this blood group B is donating? Would there be any issue? There will be no issue, so no agglutination. A being, you know there is A here now. It both has A and B, so this antibody A will start attacking the agglutination. Good. What about here? There is no antigen, so no problem. Agreed? So which means blood group B can only accept from B and O. Are you following? Now, are you noticing the trend? The trend here is that O can give to A, O can give to B. In fact, O can give to everybody. That's why blood group O are referred to as universal donors. All right, let's continue. We'll find that out. Now, and if you have recipient AB, it has no antibodies, which means it will not fight any blood. Do you understand? Hello? Are you guys following? Hello? Have I lost you all? Okay, good. You had a question? Oh, okay, good, very good. Let's continue. So I was saying that because antibodies are things that fight, which means if you have antibody A, it will fight any of blood group A. Anything that has blood group A to fight it, which means it will not allow it agglutination. Now that we have no antibodies, will it fight anything? No. Which means it will accept A, it will accept B, it will accept AB, it will accept O. Does it make sense? Good. Then finally we have good. Now, finally, we have blood group O. Blood group O has antibodies A and B, which means it will fight any blood group A and fight any blood group A, B, or fight any blood group A and B. So, agglutination, will it occur here? Think again. This antibody will fight this blood group. Will it occur? Now, let's think. Remember, antibody A, listen. The recipients, you are considering their antibodies. So antibody A will fight blood group A, it will fight blood group B. And once it's fighting, it means agglutination. So because it has antibody A to fight A, remember, corresponding antibody and antigen means agglutination. No, X means agglutination. Do you understand? It means that agglutination will occur. Somebody is confused. Is it now clear? Okay, I just want to confirm, is it clear finally before I continue? Okay, now antibody A and antibody B is present in O, which means if it sees A, please, will it attack this B? Yes, it has antibody B, so it will attack B, so agglutination. What about AB? It has both A and B, so it will attack AB, agglutinate. What about here? Here has no antigens, so will it see anything to attack? No. So which means, will it occur here? So that's that. So you thank you. So which means if you are blood group O, you can only accept blood from blood group O. You understand? What I'm saying, is it making sense? But if you are blood group AB, anybody can give you blood. Anybody can give you blood. But then this is the ABO grouping. We are going to go into the next one, which is the rhesus grouping. So I would like you to put down this table. So we'll go into, oh, before you, are you done? Did you write this table down? Okay, good. Now the next thing you are going to write after this table, write. Conclusion. Blood group AB are universal recipients. Blood group AB are universal recipients. I don't think I need to explain what that means, or do I? Exactly, good. While blood group O are universal donors. While blood group O are universal donors. Now, did you also notice that AB can only give AB? He can't give anybody. The only person AB can give is AB. And O can only accept from O. AB can only give AB. Check as donor, bad, bad. But the only place donor is accepted is when it is giving AB. As a recipient, bad. But the only place it allows recipients is O. Well, these are like major things. If you understand this whole thing, you don't need to cram anything. That's why I took my time to explain it, so that you won't be confused in the hall. If you see an antibody attacks the blood group of that letter. So antibody B means it will attack blood group B, which means if it's blood group B that is entering, it will attack it, agglutination. If AB is entering, still agglutination because it has B. You get what I'm saying? So let's leave that. Okay, now having said